Hello, lovely people, and welcome back for another video, this time on creating your page, your Facebook page, alright? So let's jump into this particular video. Right, so this is the page that you're going to be using to engage your fans, alright? So this is where all of the people that you are going to be, conversing with, engaging and selling to, this is where they're going to hang out, right? This is why we want them to hang out. Of course, your adverts will reach them when they're not yet on this page, and hopefully they will move over to this page. And the more, the better this page is actually being set up, the more likely you are to actually capture them into this area where you can control and you can actually then speak to them for free, right? So when we're naming our page, we want to keep the name fun. Okay, so in this case, the X's are kind of your niche, right? So I love golf. You know, I love stamp collecting. Stamp collecting is my life. And then the third example could be like, if your niche you've identified or it is a little bit badass, it might be that we put in an adjective here and the niche name, and in this case, riders. So it could be like, this could be like badass Harley Davidson riders, right? Harley Davidson, I wouldn't use a brand name right there on my Facebook page, though. That's really asking for trouble. So it might be badass motorbike riders in that example if you were sort of targeting or trying to target Harley Davidson. I don't recommend going after stuff like that, though, like trademarky things. Badass motorbike riders would be a great name. All right. So in your profile picture, faces, or at least eyes, work best. Okay, so the profile picture is the little square image on your Facebook page. We're going to go into that in a minute. That works best in the profile picture. Okay, but sometimes it can be difficult. So that's fine if it doesn't really relate. I mean, if we were using motorbikes, it could be someone on a motorbike. Sort of close up where you can kind of see the bike, kind of see their face. That's great. And ideally you want to be using contrasting colours to the blue/white that is on Facebook, okay? So the immediately opposite colours to that would be red and black, okay? Because you want to stand out in a sea of Facebook blue and white. You want to stand out so that people actually see your profile picture, because that will be next to a lot of your adverts when they actually see your adverts, all right? And the cover photo should be something that evokes emotion, fun, interesting, entertaining. It shows passion in that space, all right? Because people are attracted to things like that. They're attracted to emotion, and they're attracted to interesting, entertaining. They're not attracted to boring, all right? And that's why I advise that. Right, so let's jump on to Facebook. We're going to go to facebook.com/pages/create. All right, and that's where we create our page. Let's jump over. Okay, so we've got a bunch of different sections here. I'm going to go with brand or product. Now, if you already have a sort of brand in mind, okay, you've found your website, you know what you're going to be working with, you can go with brand. Or if you're just going to have a website, you can just go with website. This can be changed at a later date, so I wouldn't worry too much, but find what sort of works best for your particular niche in this section. Okay, so for now I'm just going to go with website, and I'm going to type in my awesome test website. Right. Okay, so we've got the option to upload a profile picture, and we've got the option to upload the cover from here. Okay, so this is a new thing actually Facebook's added. I'm going to go ahead and skip it. All right, oops. Can't click today because I want to show you the layout of the Facebook page. So it's going to walk you through a little wizard. Great. Now, we can upload a picture by clicking on here, and we can either choose from photos on the page, which we haven't got yet. We can take a photo, which is interesting, or we can upload a photo. All right, so we can upload a photo from our computer, and likewise, we can do the same here with the cover. All right, so just so you know, there's tons of free stock photography websites out there. Okay, so as in royalty free. So if we typed in royalty free stock images, we can find a whole bunch of stuff. So this particular site has given us a list of 21 amazing sites that give us images that we can use for free. Great. What was that? Stock Snap, Unsplash, Burst, Pexels, Foodies Feed. It'd be good if you're in the food space, and so on and so on. So you can find these. There's no excuse to use images which potentially are copyrighted. All right, there's plenty of free areas where you can get photos in whatever place you want to go. So let's have a look at Life of Pics. All right, some of them will have more than others, which is fine because we're not paying for them. So what do we expect, eh? And they'll naturally try and get us onto sort of paid stuff under here. So here's a sort of motorbike image. Pretty cool. This meets criteria because it has the bike. You imagine, so this will be a square, right? So let's let me save this to my computer. And let's have a look at it, and I can show you what I mean by this. All right, so it's got no image at the moment. So we want to change the image. We want to upload the photo from our desktop. It's a big image, so it'll take a little while to load. And what should happen, here we go, is it gives us the option to reposition things and zoom in and out, right? So I can zoom right in here. Something like that, all right? Now, it meets the criteria. We've got reds and blacks, which will stand out. We've got a face, even albeit it's sort of drawn on. This is a good starting point here for a profile picture. So once you're happy with your selection, you can hit save, and it will save it. Here we go. So we've got this. If this was about motorbikes, we've got that. Now, it might be that for our cover photo, we want to find emotion. So how about we jump over to Pinterest and we type in motorbike quote, all right? We're looking for something which is more spread out. So here, don't fear dying, fear not living. Wow, that's powerful, right? That's emotional to me. It stands out. That would be something that works for me in terms of meeting criteria. So we'll save that to the desktop, and we'll upload that here. Don't fear dying, fear not living. Great. So now we've got our cover photo. Both of them stand out against the Facebook sea of whatever. We've got our page going. So now what I would recommend is finding some more great content. And it could be that you stick with these quotes and you look for the ones which already have a good feedback on them. All right. So looks like Pinterest have recently changed this, so you can't automatically see how popular it is. That's interesting. So pull some of these off, maybe 5 to 10, right, and get posting those onto your page. So your page has stuff on it already. 4 wheels move the body, 2 wheels move the soul. That's powerful. I'd get that on there. The cost of not following your heart is spending the rest of your life wishing you had. Great. The older I get, the more I understand how important it is to live a life most people don't understand. Fantastic. These are some really great quotes, and it was really easy to get them. So get those saved onto your computer and then upload them in here. And you could just upload them with no caption for now. The whole point is that when the earliest people are deciding whether to join your page, if they get on your page here and it kind of looks bare, like there's nothing really on it, they're not going to do anything. So now what you want to be doing is you want to be running through the about section, which is here, and filling in some of this information. Okay, you don't necessarily have to include your email. If you've got a website, it's a great place to include it. Don't be including your phone number unless you're an actual business that accepts phone numbers. Sometimes you can create a username, which is the facebook.com/page blah, that blah is your username, or it might be pages/blah, but I think it's just blah. Sometimes they allow you to do it immediately. Sometimes you have to have 100 fans, so wait until you've got 100 fans to check back in to do that. But you can give people a little bit of an indication about what you're about here in your story. And so on. You can enter your website and so on. And then you want to be jumping into your settings, and that's where you can control other things, okay? And I go through all of this in a different video, which I'm going to share the link with you in a moment. Okay, so there we go in terms of the basic setting up of your Facebook page. So let's jump back into the presentation. Okay, so some extra tips. If you have a logo that should be your profile picture, you can use bright coloured background to make it stand out. So remember I said about faces and eyes. If you have a logo, and plenty of people use their logo as their profile picture, that's absolutely fine. But try and make it stand out. Here's an example from HubSpot. Now, you can see how they've used these bright colours in the background. I think they're celebrating like a particular event right now, and that's why they've edited it. But the example still stands that they've got their logo on something that stands out against the sea of blue and white. Okay. Don't forget to set up that call to action button. Link it to one of your products, and if you haven't yet got any products online, that's fine. Find something on Amazon that your guys might want to buy and set up an affiliate link. All right. That's the call to action button here. This button here. All right. Basically, it prompts users to do some kind of action. Okay, and a lot of people click on it. Okay, and make sure you fill out the about section. That's what we went through earlier on, and post a minimum of 5 engaging posts immediately. So quotes about your niche is a great starting point, but you can find great content on Pinterest, and there's tons of other sources online. Pinterest is just a good starting point. Okay, now advanced setup. You can jump onto smarterdestiny.com/Facebook page, or FB page rather, and there's some great advanced tips in that particular video, all right? In that video, we're going to be covering the advanced page settings that will help you engage and capture more fans, all right? And whilst this takes you to a YouTube link, I've just put it into a pretty link so it's nice and easy for you to just click on or type out, but it takes you to a YouTube video, and whilst you're there, folks, don't forget to subscribe. I put tons of great content up there on YouTube, all right? So once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.